Oh my god, welcome back. We've been through a doozy with me trying to fix the audio issues, but here we are. I look like a cab driver. A little bit. I look like an Arabic cab driver. But let's see, let's open up our squad journal so we can see the difference between the two guys that I ended up making. I ended up using a save editor, so that identity code up there is completely wrong. It's wrong, wrong, wrong. So I ended up changing up his face a little bit, you know, just kind of making it fill out a little bit more. You know, because he was super emaciated. He had no cheekbones, no face fat, no nothing. No nothing. Alright, let's see. We touched the beacon, everything hurts. Ashley's here. Caden's here.
Hey, Commander.
And, you know, the most coolest thing about Mass Effect is talking to your crewmates. But you know it's better than talking to your crewmates? Talking to crewmates who aren't disgusting humans. How dare you?
After what happened to Jenkins,
Look at
the
that
crew
face.
could use some good news. They'll be glad to hear you're okay.
Why are you on the Normandy? Why are you here?
You're not assigned to this ship.
Captain Anderson had me transferred to his command. Must have figured I knew what I was doing.
Sorry if I upset you. Something
You have a problem
wrong.
with me, Chief?
You questioned my competence through the entire mission.
I overreactive. That's my prerogative. I should go. That's my prerogative.
Best way to stop that is to show me you're competent. But I don't remember inviting you to come back to the ship with us.
You didn't. Captain Anderson did.
I think we got off on the wrong foot, Williams. Maybe we could start again.
I'm not one to hold a grudge. I think we're all looking to put Eden Prime behind us.
Jesus Christ, you could just be a complete asshole to her and then just be like, you know what? So sorry.
Things were pretty rough down
I
there.
didn't mean to.
Are you okay?
Good.
I've seen friends die before. Comes with being a Marine.
Alright.
But to see my whole unit wiped out, and you never get used to seeing dead civilians. But things would have been a lot worse if you hadn't shown up.
You see, the difference between me and you, Ashley, is that when the time came, I saved everyone. And you let everyone down. The mission failed.
Dead Marines, dead colonists. And in the end, we still didn't get that beacon.
You saved a lot of lives, Commander. It might be hard to keep that in perspective with what happened to Jenkins.
I think with my character sheet that I ended up picking, I think Shepard would be really upset at hearing this.
I'm not looking for a shoulder to cry on,
because
Williams.
this would be...
Just stay focused on your job.
Understood, sir.
I guess in canon, with me making the choices, like, oh, I fucked up, one of my men died, god damn it, son of a bitch. Alright, Caden, I know absolutely nothing about you. I know Ashley kind of has, like, this xenophobia, but everyone has it in here, right? So
Glad to see you're okay, Commander.
literally nothing. Alright, I'm gonna go talk to my favorite candy bar over here. Dr. Chakwas?
Yes, Commander? Is there something you need?
Captain Anderson, Caden, Elienko.
How did you end up
Let's see.
serving on an Alliance ship?
I enlisted right out of med school. Earth always seemed boring to me. Too safe, too secure. I figured the colonies were teeming with exotic adventure. I wanted to travel the stars, tending the wounds of tough soldiers with piercing eyes and sensitive souls. Turns out military life isn't quite as romantic as I'd imagined. But humanity
I
needs
can be that
the
Chakwas.
Alliance if
I
they want
can.
to keep expanding through the Traverse. And the Alliance always needs good doctors. So I stayed on to do my part.
Is there a Chakwas romance mod? I love Chakwas. She's an oldie, right? She's grizzled. She's a grizzled doctor. I'm a grizzled vet. It's a match made in heaven, alright? The doctor falling in love with the soldier. Come on. There we go. I forgot to put the suppressor on the mic. Let's see. Any good regrets?
Ever think you made the wrong choice?
Sometimes I think about opening a private practice back on Earth. Or maybe taking a position at one of the new med centers out in the colonies. But there's something special about working on soldiers. If I left the Alliance now, I'd feel like I was abandoning them.
You'd be abandoning me. Alright, Captain Anderson.
What do you know about Captain Anderson?
I've served with him for a few tours now. He knows when to let things slide and when to crack the whip. The crew knows he's seen pretty much anything they'll ever run into. And he cares about the people under his command.
Okay. Kaden?
How well do you know the lieutenant?
I'd never
Very
worked with him
capable.
before this mission. But he has an impressive service record, over a dozen special commendations. Tends to keep to himself, though. Maybe because of the headaches. It's not easy being an L2.
L2?
What does that have to do with it?
Well, most biotics now use the L3 implants. Lieutenant Alenko was wired with the old L2 configuration. Sometimes there are complications.
What?
What kind of complications?
Severe mental disabilities, insanity, crippling physical pain. There's a long list of horrific side effects. Caden's lucky. He just gets migraines.
What the fuck?
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
So they put the... Okay, so he's a biotics user, so they put the space dust in him. He survived, the lucky 10%, right? And since he has an older model, he's like, oh, it's probably gonna degrade over time, depending on it, right? As the technology gets older and older. And then in turn, he's gonna end up becoming, like, crippled. What the fuck is that? Jesus. Kaden, Dono.
Glad to see you're okay, Commander.
Glad to see you're okay, Commander. Is it Captain Anderson? Oh, this is his bed. Ah, I see. Pushing the twins together, huh, Commander? I mean, Captain.
Go speak to Joker when you're ready.
All right, bitch.
Tell him to bring the Normandy into dock.
God. I'm exploring, man. Jesus. I seen the mod that gives me like an unlimited sprint. I should have fucking took it. I should have kept it. I should have not done anything else. I should have added it. I was like, no, oh, this patch is fine. No, it's not. This area just loaded. The fuck? All right, let's see. Talk to there, to there. I don't want to go there yet. There's an area down here I didn't look at. I need to familiarize myself with the ship. The elevator, I believe, will also take me up, and I think there's one that goes down more into everyone's bedrooms. Alright. Yes. Oh, side-eye. I'm sorry if I seem a little suspicious. My eyes are just a little small. Maybe I need to fix his eyes a little bit. I'm not exactly sure. Let's see. The, editing my character definitely was very simple, but not what I thought it was. I had to redo what I did prior, and I just kind of like second guessed it. I'll take a screen cap or anything like that. In a Normandy's vehicle bay, using a squad member's locker allows you to assign equipment to them. Alright, I could go through their shit. Caden's locker. Oh my god, give me your weapon mods, Caden. Ashley's locker. Will this say how many people we have? Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people. Is that excluding DLC people? I think there's some DLC. I'm not exactly sure. I'm not 100% sure. I did not do my homework on that. Let's see. Engineer Adams.
Shame about Jenkins, Commander.
God damn it, don't bring it up to me. I PTSD, fuck. Don't bring it up. Alright, so I collected that codex. God, what a fake little run. Oh, you, the fucking Mako. Oh, God,
Hey, Commander. Looking for some extra supplies before you head out?
supplies?
What have you got?
Whatever you want. Armor, weapons, mods.
Oh, there's
It's
our
not
shop
standard
here?
Alliance issue, but that's not necessarily a bad thing.
Is this added via mod?
Well, as long as you don't mind paying for it.
Why should I pay you for my weapons and armor?
My stuff doesn't come from the Alliance. I have to purchase it myself, and it's not cheap. Hell, the licenses alone have set me back more than I'd like. But no licenses, no goods. Without the goods, I'm out of a job.
Let's see what you've got.
Alright,
You
show
bet,
me, baby
Commander.
boy. Let's see, we got the Scorpion. Cost, how much credits I have? 1.4. Jesus. Medical upgrade. Increase. Okay, I can increase it. How much does it cost? 200? Grenade upgrade. Let's see if I could, let's see, I could sell all the junk. Oh my god.
Looking for supplies?
Yes.
Let's see what you've got.
You bet,
Pressing B does not mean go back on the menu. That's not what it means. Jesus. Alright, let's see. Sell all junk. Are you sure you want to sell all junk? Yes. Alright, let's see. What can we sell here? We can sell this. We could sell this. This is the one that I'm wielding. It's a lesser one, so the assault rifle. Okay, anti-personnel, Gemini amp. Okay. Sell pretty much all that. We upgraded our stuff, so that's really all that matters there. See, double check here. Is this the room that... Okay, I talked to Mr. Adams. Alright, before we set off on our mission, I do want to look at the codex, and I do want to talk about them. I hope these are ones that I could just read out loud instead of just listen to a fucking thing read to me. I have issues comprehending what people are saying when they just fucking read a giant list to me, you know? It doesn't stick in my brain. Commander. Yes. Presley?
I'm glad you're okay, Commander. Losing Jenkins was hard.
Stop
enough on the crew.
bringing it up. Stop. I am about to throw you off the fucking ship. Stop telling me one of my guys died. And I could have fucking saved it. It's right in fucking front of me. Fuck. Damn. Where's this lead to? Oh, back to this elevator? Weird. Alright, so I gotta talk to Joker, which he's gonna be up there, which Seth Green, very, very, very cool boy. That's my profile. Let's see. Statistics. Although the Citadel is equipped with a Mass Effect Generation Elemental Zero cores, most of the gravity of the station is generated by the centrifugal force of rotation. Rotation is 3.5 minutes per rotation. Rotational gravity in Warns is 1.02 times Earth's, and rational gravity in the Presidium is 0.3 Earth's. Rotational. Total length open, 44.7 kilometers. Diameter open. Ward length, 46, 43. Ward width, okay. Presidium ring diameter. I can't tell which is which. I'm assuming the Presidium is the actual circle, right? Population 13.2 million, not including keepers. What the fuck is a keeper? Gross weight 7.1 billion metric tons. A thick boy. Military jargon. Ashore. When a ship's crew leaves the vessel, they are ashore. Though normally used regarding planets, it can refer to boarding the space station. Away? When a ship releases the equipment, tethering it to space station? Aye aye. Okay, ASAP, belay, stop cease, bridge. CIC, Combat Information Center. The command center of the spacecraft. The CIC is filled with sensors displayed to make sense out of chaos of combat. The DC, damage control, the containment and repair of damage in spacecraft. The ECM, electronic countermeasure, used to avoid enemy sensors from passive emissions. EVA, extra vehicular manslaughter activity, time spent in a pressure suit. Whoa, extra vehicular activity, time spent in a pressure suit outside of the vehicle, spacesuit, or station. Flank, the flank side of the military formations of the FNG, freaking new guys. A derisive term for inexperienced personnel. Ground side, the surface of the planet, helmsman, radar, short party, spacecraft crew set ashore, silent running, an old submarine turned site rep, situation report, XO, executive officer. Okay, very cool. Thank you for teaching me. Biotics manipulate the Mass Effect fields using dozens of Element Zero nodes. within their nervous system that react to electric stimuli from the brain. Amplifiers allow biohackers to synchronize the nodules so they can form fields large and strong enough for particle use. Amplifiers can improve a specific discipline and talent. An implant is a surgically embedded interface port into which amps are plugged in. On humans, the implant is usually placed at the base of the skull for the convenient access. Through the user must be careful to keep it free from contaminant. Implant ports can fit a variety of amps, and there is a growing market for modifications and add-ons. The finest quality implants and amps are manufactured by Asari artisans, but the Alliance L3 implants first displayed in 2170 are... Wait, no. These are implants. These are implants. These are not what I was talking about, the space dust stuff. Those are not one and the same, or are they? Or am I, maybe I'm missing something? I'm not exactly sure. Hold on, I did something to the gameplay. Let me fix it. Okay, it's adventure. Alright, here we go. Sorry, Joker. Look at this. Isn't this crazy? Right? I know everyone likes to bitch and complain about a lot of stuff, but Joker is a handicapped man, and he's the one who drives the ship. It's kind of insane, right? That in, like, this game came out in, like, 2007? 2007? I remember this being on, like, G4 talked about. So around that era, right? 2006 to 2008. And you have this dude here. And it's pretty interesting. And he really doesn't, like, use his disability at all. His broken
Good timing,
bones.
Commander. I was just about to bring us into the Citadel. See that taxpayer money at work.
All right. My character looks so fucking weird and different. It's kind of like nice to see because I'm so used to playing regular Femshep or just regular Shepherd, right? Or play these fucking monsters. Triangle. Yeah, triangle. Beautiful. So assuming the cities are on the path.
Look at the size of that ship.
The Ascension, flagship of the Citadel fleet.
Well, size isn't everything.
Why so touchy, Joker?
I'm just saying you need firepower, too.
Look at that monster. Its main gun could rip through the barriers in any ship in the Alliance fleet.
Good thing it's on our side, then.
Citadel Control, this is SSV Normandy, requesting permission to land.
Stand by for clearance, Normandy.
Oh my god, this scene looks so beautiful. Look at this.
Transferring you to an Alliance operator.
Roger, Alliance Tower, Normandy out.
Normandy, this is Alliance Tower. Please proceed to Dock 422.
Into a field, stabilized, radiation permeating off of the ship. Oh my god, beautiful. Nice magnets to hold it in place. And here. Oh god.
This is an outrage! The Council would step in if the Geth attacked a Turian colony?
The Turians don't found colonies on the borders of the Terminus systems, Ambassador.
Humanity was well aware of the risks when you went into the Traverse.
What about Seren? You can't just ignore a rogue Spectre. I demand action!
You don't get to make demands of the Council, Ambassador.
Citadel Security is investigating your charges against Seren. We will discuss the CSEC findings at the hearing, not before.
Oh no, these are the fucking
Captain
counselors.
Anderson,
Oh,
I see you brought half your crew with you.
I'm about to break
Just
my
the ground
screen.
team from Eden Prime.
Just listening to them talk.
In case you had any questions.
I have the mission reports. I assume they're accurate?
They are. Sounds like you convinced the Council to give us an audience.
They were not happy about it. Seren's their top agent. They don't like him being accused of treason.
I'm not going to sit on my ass just because the Council doesn't want to do anything. If they won't stop Seren, I will.
Settle down, Commander. You've already done more than enough to jeopardize your candidacy for the Spectres. The mission on Eden Prime was a chance to prove you could get the job done.
Instead, Nihilus ended up dead and the beacon was destroyed.
That's Saren's fault, not his.
Then we better hope the CSEC investigation turns up evidence to support our accusations. Otherwise, the Council might use this as an excuse to keep you out of the Spectres. Come with me, Captain. I want to go over a few things before the hearing. Shepard, you and the others can meet us at the Citadel Tower, top level. I'll make sure you have clearance to get in.
Okay.
And that's why I hate politicians.
Tin. I think that was a issue with the wonderful mod that we have. Apparently, the Citadel is all fucky. From what I read in the bug report on the Nexus. So, let's see. Oh my great googly fucking moogly.
The Geth are a humanoid race of networked AIs. They were created by the Quarians 300 years ago as tools of labor and war. When the Geth showed signs of self-evolution, the Quarians attempted to exterminate them. The Geth won the resulting war. This example has led to legal, systematic repression of artificial intelligences in galactic society. The Geth possess a unique distributed intelligence. An individual has rudimentary animal instincts, but as their numbers and proximity increase, the apparent intelligence of each individual improves. In groups, they can reason, analyze situations, and use tactics, as well as any organic race. Geth space is located at the trailing end of the Perseus Arm, beyond the lawless Terminus systems. The Perseus Veil, an obscuring dark nebula of opaque gas and dust, lies between their space and the Terminus systems.
I understand. Oh, and we're back. So in the beginning, when we were learning about the Geth, they ended up saying that like they weren't very smart. They were created as a slave race type of thing, but it seems like they rebelled and evolved naturally. These machines evolved, and thus when they become like a hive where there's more Geth around, what ends up happening is that they're able to not be like animals, instinctual, right? They're able to problem solve and understand and learn and think when they have like a hive. So that's very, very interesting, right? And then they make these husks.
After the Geth secure a location, they round up and impale dead and living bodies on mechanical spikes. The spikes rapidly transform these victims into withered husks, extracting water and trace minerals and replacing them with cybernetics.
What?
The cybernetics reanimate the lifeless flesh and tissue, transforming the bodies into mindless killing machines. Some Alliance soldiers refer to the husk-generating spikes as dragon's teeth, a reference to the mythological berserkers who sprang up from the earth wherever the teeth of the dragon Eris were planted. Dragon's teeth and husks bear little resemblance to other pieces of Geth technology. No one is sure why a synthetic race would bother to drain the minuscule amount of recoverable resources from organic corpses, though the value of reusing them as shock troops is obvious.
Okay, yeah, they don't understand why they do that. They put them on the spikes, but it looks like... I don't think they would abandon the spikes. The fact that we beat all the Geth in the area was probably just that, right? We beat them all. We don't know what happens when they take them, or they use the bioenergy for something else, maybe to make more Geth? Maybe? I'm not exactly sure, but the spikes drain... Let's see, where was it? Let's see. The spikes rapidly transform these victims into withered husks, extracting water and trace minerals and replacing them with cybernetics. What the fuck? What the fuck is that? What is he? Some weird horror shit. What does that even mean? What do you mean you take my juices and then you put cybernetics in there? What the fuck does that mean? What? Is this like spatchcocking a turkey and then you ended up wrapping it with another duck? With a duck and it's called turducken now? Is that what it is? Jesus.
The Citadel is an ancient deep space station, presumably constructed by the Protheans. Since the Prothean extinction, numerous species have come to call the Citadel home. It serves as the political, cultural, and financial capital of the galactic community. To represent their interests, most species maintain embassies on the Presidium, the Citadel's inner ring. The Citadel Tower in the center of the Presidium holds the Citadel Council chambers.
All right.
Council affairs often have far-reaching effects on the rest of the galactic community. 5 arms, known as the wards, extend from the Presidium.
Oh,
their inner surfaces have been built into cities, populated by millions of inhabitants from across the galaxy. The Citadel is virtually indestructible. If attacked, the station can close its arms to form a solid, impregnable shell. For as long as the station has existed, an enigmatic race called the Keepers has maintained it.
Okay. If I'm not mistaken, I'm trying to remember the Keepers. There's these things that just kind of work at specific stations. And I think there's a quest we can steal info from them. All right, so that little ball thing, the Citadel, the tower, and that ring is the Presidium, and then everything else is the domains, or whatever they're called, the wards. There's 5 wards. Okay, so I can understand the making of this thing now. It kind of makes sense once you start naming it, because it looks like roads are right there, major city, major highways, and we're in the Presidium currently right now, where I'm standing. Because if I look up,
the Citadel is an ancient deep space station.
When we look up, there's going to be like
the Citadel. The Council is an executive committee composed of representatives from the Asari Republics, the Turian hierarchy, and the Solarian Union. Though they have no official power over the independent governments of other species, the Council's decisions carry great weight throughout the galaxy. No single Council race is strong enough to defy the other 2, and all have a vested interest in compromise and cooperation. Each of the Council species has general characteristics associated with the various aspects of governing the galaxy. The Asari are typically seen as diplomats and mediators. The Solarians gather intelligence and information. The Turians provide the bulk of the military and peacekeeping forces. Any species granted an embassy on the Citadel is considered an associate member, bound by the accords of the Citadel Conventions. Associate members may bring issues to the attention of the Council, though they have no input on the decision. The Human Systems Alliance became an associate member of the Citadel in 2165.
Okay, so we're an associate member. Associate feels like we're not fully in 100% yet, right? So it's very interesting that these 3 races, the Asari, which is the one in the middle if I'm not mistaken, the Turian, which is the one on the left, and then the Turian and Solarian. I think the Solarian's at the back, the guys who think super fast. Okay, very interesting.
Spectres
we know Spectres, planet locations.
The Terminus systems are located on the far side of the Attican Traverse, beyond the space administered by the Citadel Council or claimed by the Human Systems Alliance. It is populated by a loose affiliation of minor species, united only in their refusal to acknowledge the political authority of the Council or adhere to the Citadel Conventions. Their independence comes at a price. The Terminus is fraught with conflict. War among the various species is common, as governments and dictators constantly rise and fall. The region is a haven for illegal activities, particularly piracy and the slave trade. At least once a year, a fleet from the Terminus invades the nearby Attican Traverse. These attacks are typically small raids against poorly defended colonies. The Council rarely retaliates, as sending patrols into the Terminus systems could unify the disparate species against their common foe, triggering a long and costly war.
So you ain't a part of us, we are not gonna protect you unless something crazy happens.
Biotics is the ability of rare individuals to manipulate dark energy and create mass effect fields through the use of electrical impulses from the brain. Intense training and surgically implanted amplifiers are necessary for a biotic to produce mass effect fields powerful enough for practical use. The relative strength of biotic abilities varies greatly among species and with each individual. There are 3 branches of biotics. Telekinesis uses mass-lowering fields to levitate or impel objects. Mass-raising kinetic fields are used to block or pin objects. Spatial distortion uses rapidly shifting mass fields to shred objects. Most organic species are capable of developing biotic abilities, though there are risks involved. Biotics are the result of an in utero exposure to element 0. This usually causes fatal cancers in the victim, but in rare cases, it coalesces into nodules within the fetus's developing nervous system.
I just can't believe I can't believe this is something that they go ahead with just so we can have space powers.
When
it's
subjected
insane.
to an electrical current, the rare material dubbed element 0, or EZO, emits a dark energy field that raises or lowers the mass of all objects within it. This mass effect is used in countless ways, from generating artificial gravity to manufacturing high-strength construction materials. It is most prominently used to enable faster-than-light space travel. EZO is generated when solid matter, such as a planet, is affected by the energy of a star going...
Alright, so EZO, so this explains why ships can fly in space, this is why we can go FTL, why we're able to do all these things, how I can just bring it into the Citadel parking bay without any issue, without anything. They came up with their own thing. EZO. EZO is generated when solid matter, such as a planet, is affected by the energy of a star going supernova. The material is common in the asteroid debris that orbits neutron stars and pulsars. These are dangerous places to mine, requiring extensive use of robotics, telepresence, and shielding to survive the incredible radiation from the dead star. Only a few major corporations can afford the setup to cost required to work these, so it's an extremely valuable resource. Humanity discovered refined element 0 at the Prothean research station in Mars, allowing... Oh my god, the only reason we were able to have it because we found someone else's fuel. We found them with a half tank, and we're like, let's see how far it goes. Let's see how far it takes us, right? Jesus.
When element 0 can increase or decrease the mass of a volume of space-time when subjected to an electrical current. With a positive current, mass is increased. With a negative,
okay, so we don't need to learn
Omni-tools
that.
are handheld devices that combine a computer microframe, sensor analysis pack, and manufacturing fabricator. Versatile and reliable, an Omni-tool can be used to analyze and adjust the functionality of most standard equipment, including weapons and armor, from a distance. The fabrication module can rapidly assemble small three-dimensional objects from common reusable industrial plastics, ceramics, and light alloys. This allows for field repairs and modifications to most standard items, as well as the reuse of salvaged equipment. Omni-tools are standard issue for soldiers and first-in colonists.
This is why I could turn the weapons into fucking Omnigel. That is the reason, is because of this literal god prestidigitation freaking item that we have connected to our soups. That is to our soup. To our suits. It's pretty sick.
Combat hard suits use a dual-layer system to
that.
protect the wearer. The inner layer consists of fabric armor with kinetic padding. Areas that don't need to be flexible, such as the chest or shins, are reinforced with sheets of lightweight ablative ceramic. The outer layer consists of automatically generated kinetic barriers. Objects traveling above a certain speed will trigger the barrier's reflex system and be deflected, provided there is enough energy left in the shield's power cell. Armored hard suits are sealable to protect the wearer from extremes of temperature and atmosphere. Standard equipment includes an onboard mini-frame and a communications, navigation, and sensing suite. The mini-frame is designed to accept and display data from a weapon's smart targeting system to make it easier to locate and eliminate enemies.
So these no-swag combat hard suits that we wear are super smart, super strong, super everything.
Kinetic barriers, more commonly called shields, provide protection against most mass accelerator weapons. Whether on a starship or a soldier's suit of armor, the basic principle remains the same. Kinetic barriers are repulsive mass effect fields, projected from tiny emitters. These shields safely deflect small objects traveling at rapid velocities. This affords protection from bullets and other dangerous projectiles, but still allows the user to sit down without knocking away their chair. The shielding afforded by kinetic barriers does not protect against extremes of temperature, toxins, or radiation.
Okay. There's so many things you can do with the Mass Effect. Very cool, very nice, very strong. Now I can play the game. Thanks for making me learn, fellas. Did you guys like it? No? Well, fuck you. Shut up.